Liftoff will start in T-minus 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We have ignition.
It's time! 17 seconds from Game 7 or from championship number 6. Jordan, open. Chicago with the lead. Harper got a piece of it. It comes off. The Chicago Bulls have won their 6th NBA championship.
Tying run at second, 2 out. Palmero over the head of Jenks. Uribe charges, throws. Out! And the White Sox have won the World Series.
To the far side around the 8-yard line to Hester. Under it and to the middle at the 15 to the 20. Breaks free to the 25 to the 30 to the outside. 40 midfield. 40 30 to the coast. 20 15 Hester 5. Oh! Touchdown!
Toward Bryant. He will glove it toward Rizzo. It's in time. And the Chicago Cubs win the World Series.
What up, what up, what up? Welcome to Shawn and Maya in the morning on this House Music Monday edition. I'm your boy, the SuperBack, Shawn Sierra. Thanks for tuning in. If you're watching us on Facebook Live, well then, I guess you found us on Facebook. Now, if you're not following us on Facebook, what? Come on, man. Go to Facebook, type in Sports Zone Chicago, click the like button, and now you're following Sports Zone Chicago. Simple. But wait, there's more. Go to the show's page. Go to Shawn and Maya in the morning. Like that page as well. So not only are you following Sports Zone Chicago, you'll be following Shawn and Maya in the morning as well. If you're watching us on our YouTube channel, excellent. And if you're not subscribed to our YouTube channel, for real, come on, man. Listen, go to YouTube, type in Sports Zone Chicago, click the subscribe button, but also click the little bell next to it. That's the notification button. And that'll let you know anytime a show from Sports Zone Chicago is going live. You get it? You got it? Good. Now, if you're watching this on a mobile app, please don't tell me you didn't know we had a mobile app. Come on, man. You got to keep up with the Joneses and them. All right, listen, we have our own mobile app. So here's what you do. Go wherever you get your apps from. And it doesn't matter where you get your apps from, whether it's iTunes, Google Play, Amazon, Walmart, Kmart, 7-Eleven, Zayre, Zemsky, Macy, Montgomery Ward, Venture, Woolworth, Weebolts, all right, Gold Blast. Doesn't matter. You go there, you type in Sports Zone Chicago, you download it, you take us with you on the go. So not only do you get Shawn and Maya in the morning 3 days a week, not only do you get our other live shows throughout the week, not only are they archived there like they are on Facebook and YouTube, but I'll tell you what, we give you a slew, and I mean a slew of articles. Thanks to my man Clarence Council III. Big up to Clarence for keeping you abreast of all articles Chicago sports related. Now, if you're watching this on our, excuse me, pardon me. If you're watching this on a Roku channel, I like that kind of party, baby. And if you don't know, you better ask somebody. Sports Zone Chicago, we have our own Roku channel. So if you have a Roku television in the house, do us a favor, download Sports Zone Chicago's channel. All right, just download the tile, put it right there next to Netflix, Hulu, Prime, Apple Plus, Disney Plus, Stars, Showtime. Man, The Chi, I think it started this weekend. I'm excited. Man, if you haven't watched The Chi up to this point, whew, Charlie, let me tell you, I would highly suggest that you do, especially if you live in Chicago. Especially. Okay? Just a suggestion. I'm just saying. All right? Now, you can also tweet the show. Tweet us at Sports Zone Chi, that's CHI, at Sports Zone Chi. Now, if you want to follow me, just me personally online. You want to know what I did? Well, let me tell you what I did. I made it nice and easy for you folks. Now, you an easy one handle for Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok, all one handle at the Shawn Sierra. If you want to follow my lovely co-host, Maya Akai, you can follow her on Facebook and Twitter at the Sports Chica. If you want to follow her on Instagram because you're an IGer and you do it just for the gram, well, just follow her at Maya_Akai. It's MAYA_AKAI. Man, we got a great show, but I need you to get interactive. So whatever platform you're watching us on, leave a question or comment on that platform. It'll come up in the thread. We'll put it up on the screen. We'll incorporate it into the show. And that, my peoples, is what makes this the best Chicago morning sports talk show around. And that's you. So bring them all, baby. Questions, comments, smart-ass remarks, because ain't nobody scared over here. Baby, don't sing it. Just bring it. Man, let's see who we got in the chat already. Cornelius Squall's in the house. What up? There he is. All sports owners in the house. My man, my girl Patty Lara. Yeah, as you see, it's house music, but she knows it's house music Monday. You know what's going on, Ma. Thank you very much. My man Armando Emeterio Lara Jr. He's watching. I like it. I like it. I like it a lot. Junior's in the house. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, my son Walls in the Mickey Ficky house. Happy House Music Monday. Sports owners. That's what we're talking about. James Ford's in the building. What's up, Papa? Good morning. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate it. Oh, Levette Lee is in this mother Hubbard. Hell yeah. Good morning, Levette. Happy House Music Monday. That's what I'm talking about. Listen, I don't know a lot about a lot, but I do know this. More of the usual suspects will chime in as the show goes on. That I can promise you. Whew, man, we got a lot to talk. Busy weekend. Busy weekend. I hope all of you had a happy Mother's Day weekend. All the mothers in the chat. It was good. If you're a Hispanic mom, you got, you get 2 every year, but pretty close this time. It was Dia de las Madres on Friday, and then Mother's Day on Sunday. So you got it twice, 2 days, 2 out of 3 days. Hope you had a good time. It was a good time was had over here by the warden. We celebrated that on Friday, and then we had a carne asada yesterday. So my tia had a little get together at her house, my mom's sister, and it was good. You know what? Spending time with family is awesome. Spending time with family is needed. The one you still talk to anyway. And it was really good for her. It was really good for me. It was really good for us. Just catching up, man. Just me and my cousin Gabe. Big shout out to Toma, my cousin Gabe. And man, we talked a lot yesterday, and it was good. Our conversation was really, really good. Just me and him out in the back grilling. Actually, he was grilling. We were smoking cigars, having drinks, and it was good, man. We caught up, and a lot of stuff was, man, you just life gets in the way so many times and so many different things. You just can't catch up with people that you were close to. And moments like yesterday was a chance I got to, and I was very fortunate. So hopefully you guys had a good weekend. If your mom's still with us, and I hope you're able to spend time with her, either in person or if you called her, depending on where you live or where she lives. And if she's not with us, then I just hope that you remembered her. All right. If you're able to get to the cemetery, and do that. I know a lot of my family did, to go see my grandmother and, their particular mom, whoever it is, who may not be here. And it was a tough day for some people. It was the first day for a lot of my family members without their moms. So my Aunt Lola passed 2 days after my birthday last year. And, so her 4 kids, Lalo, Kika, David, and Shawn, and then their grandkids, the kids and grandkids. And that was the first day without them. And then my cousin Shorty, Tony, and Kimmy and their kids, my cousin Melissa. It was the first Mother's Day without my Aunt Rosemary, my mom's brother's wife. So it was tough. So hopefully you got through it, and hopefully you had some good support, because it was a tough one. And I know a lot of people who was their first time without their mother or grandmother. So it was pretty tough. But family, man, it really helped out a lot. We got a good show, man. I got a lot to talk about, man. I have a lot. When I say a lot, I mean a lot to talk about. A lot of baseball going on over the weekend. Woo, Charlie, my White Sox are white hot. They're looking for 5 in a row yesterday. And the Cubs were looking to get off the schneid. So I'm excited. Yeah. See, I'm wearing my Shy hat. I'm wearing my House Music Monday shirt. It is, man, baby. I'm fired up. Had a good CrossFit workout this morning. I didn't get, it's 5 a.m. So like a lot of the weight that I want to get, like I really can't because my body's not awake yet. I don't take pre-workout. So it's, but good workout all in all. Cubs, Sox, Bears. The Bears, they had their rookie mini camp this week. We're going to talk about that. We have a lot to talk about there. Then I have a little bit of a rant to go on. I'm a little annoyed by people. Just annoyed. Believe me, it's not going to change the price of tea in China. And It's not going to affect what I do. It's just annoying. Sometimes you want to vent. Sometimes you call people out. Sometimes you just get really, really freaking annoyed by people because they're stupid. And I can overlook stupidity often, believe me, because it's everywhere. But sometimes, and this is one of those times, sometimes it's just enough is enough. And you just would love to say things to some people and let them know how stupid they are. For no other reason, just to let them know, because I don't know, because sometimes ignorance is bliss. Stupidity is bliss. Like they're just happy and they don't even realize they're just that dumb, or they're that ignorant, or that foolish, or that juvenile and childish. So I have a little bit of a rant to go on today, and I'm a little annoyed that I even had to do it because it just got to me at some point. It's a good weekend, and yeah, but just people, man. I'm telling you, sometimes people suck. Sometimes they do, and oh well. And like I said, it's not going to affect the tea in China, and it's not going to stop me from doing what it is that I'm doing, or how I feel, or anything like that. So interesting. It's just interesting. I just leave it at that. Oh man, a lot. NBA playoffs. Let's not get that. And I know the Bulls are out of it. They haven't been in the playoffs in the last 30 years. I'm kidding, of course, but seems like it. But it doesn't mean there's not good basketball being played. Doesn't mean there's not. We're in the playoffs now, and it sucks when the Bulls aren't in the playoffs. All right, it sucks when the Blackhawks aren't in the playoffs. But it doesn't mean it's not a lot of good action, not a lot of entertaining sports going on. Excuse me, playoff sports going on. Doesn't mean that at all. So we'll talk about that a little bit today. We got a lot to talk. And I want to hear from you. And your questions and comments, put them in the chat. Yeah, I'm fired up, man. I'm excited. It's a good day today. Sunny. About 70 degrees today. It's supposed to be, give or take. Lovely, lovely day. All right. Cornelius, it might be. Knowing you, it might be. We might be annoyed by the same thing this weekend. We might be. We might be. I don't know if I said hi to James. James 4, good morning, Papa. I don't know if I said hi to you. I think I did. But in case I didn't, just want to say good morning. If I did, well, you got it twice. 2 times. 2 times. Cornelius, I wonder. I can't wait to see if it's the same thing that annoyed both of us. Tonight, I will be at the Sox game today. You're like, what? Reichs? Raggy? Yes. It was a game time decision. Actually, it couldn't be game time decision because the game hasn't started yet. But today's St. Rita night. So what the White Sox do is a pretty cool thing. They partner with a lot of the schools, a lot of the Catholic schools on the South Side. So they'll have a St. Rita, Brother Rice night, Marist night, Mount Carmel night, Mother Macaulay night. And they get discounted tickets and everything. So it was only $25 for a lower. Well, actually, $25 for anywhere in the 100 levels, in the outfield, the lower reserve, the box. I mean, everything in the boxes down there, all in the 100 level, $25. So it wasn't too bad. And then you get a free T-shirt. So they stopped giving away the hats, which really bugged me. The last 5 years, they gave away a nice White Sox hat with the St. Rita logo on it. One time it was on the bill. Other times it's other places. And they went to T-shirts this year. I was really annoyed with that, but whatever. But I know quite a few people that I know are going, so I'm going to do that. I'll be there tonight. I'm looking forward to it. It should be fun catching up with some of my peoples. Hopefully, I'll run into some people that I haven't seen in a while, so it'll be good. We'll stop at Turtles for a little, have a drink or two at Turtles, and then head over to the game. So I will be at the Sox game today, and much to my dismay, I'm going under protest. No. So, but yeah, a lot of good stuff today. But let's get to it. Let's get to it. You know how we do. The first segment of every show here is called Top of the Morning.
It won't come just when you want it.
Top of the morning to you. Top of the morning to you. Top of the morning to you.
First, top of the morning topic. Which way do we go? Which way do we go? Which way do we go? Oh, where are you going? That was funny. There we go. There we go. All right, easy there, Scrub fans. First, top of the morning topic. The Cubs beat the Pittsburgh Pirates. Whew. 5-4 yesterday in 10 innings. I'll tell you what. Big win for the Cubs. They needed Kyle Hendricks back off the injured reserve. Pretty good start. 5 innings, 2 hits, 1 earned run, 1 walk, 4 punch-outs. Everett Alzolay saved the game. Whew. He got his 4th save of the year. Looked tight. It got a little dense, a little tense over there, but Alzolay slammed the door. Christopher Morel, 2 for 4 with a homer, his 9th of the season, driving in his 26th and 27th runs of the year. Patrick Wisdom was 3 for 4 with a homer, his 2nd dinger of the year, driving in his 7th RBI. And Cody Bellinger was 1 for 5, driving in his 21st run of the season. You know, there was some things going on in this. You know, you got base running issues. You have that's not smart baseball. And it worked out for the Cubs yesterday. They were able to win 5-4 and 10, but and maybe it's just an anomaly. Maybe it's just one time. Yeah, they screw up. Okay, it happens. Trust me, it happens. Believe you me. I get it. It happens. Don't make a habit of it. Okay? Let's not make a habit of it, because these are little league things. Okay? That people are doing at the big league level. Little league mistakes that people are doing, and it's frustrating. It's really frustrating. You know, you bring in Craig Counsell as your manager and you expect things to go well. Well, things have gone well for the most part for the Cubs, but there's still certain things, and I don't know if it's just due to the lack of training, of spring training, where you don't work on the fundamentals. Like, why? Why are there so many just bonehead mistakes? And I'm not just talking about the Cubs. In this time I am, but I'm just saying in baseball in general. And a lot of times in sports, just fundamentals. Fundamentally sound baseball teams, football teams, basketball teams, hockey teams, all right, don't shoot themselves in the foot very often. They don't. Again, it worked out for the Cubs. Okay, but moving forward, it might not. And one of these games, because the Cubs are still in second place in the division, what happens if later in the year you lose the division by a game or two, and you had 4 games where you had bonehead mistakes, fundamentally flawed losses? That, I mean, think about it. 3 or 4 or 5 games that the Cubs probably should have won this season. Let me look at the record. And this is what I mean. Like, and you can come at me because I'm talking about the Cubs, but I'm not saying anything Cub fans wouldn't say either. So right now, if the Cubs had, just take 3 more games, all right, 3 more games they won, so that the Cubs are 24-17 right now. If the Cubs were 27-14, you're up there with the Dodgers and the Phillies. among the best records in baseball. You know, this has got to stop. And I'm saying this from a fan's, from a perspective, from a coach's perspective, because, and hopefully it doesn't come back to bite you in the ass later. Because as the season wears on and these things start, you can't keep having a bonehead loss every 2 or 3 weeks. Those add up. Those add up big time. Didn't you guys miss the playoffs by a game last year? You see what I mean? A game or two. I mean, 2 games. Think about all the blown saves. Think of all the errors. Think of all the base running mishaps. Think of all the cutoff men missed. You know what I'm saying? We got new people. Dante, what's up? You damn right I'm a house head, baby. Yes. Yes, baby. Yes. King Book of World in the house. What's up, Papa? Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate it. MJ Marlon Johnson in the house. Good morning. I appreciate it. But yes, I am a house head. Unapologetic house head. Unapologetic. But these bonehead plays got to stop. Like you're at the level right now where these things shouldn't be happening. And it's frustrating to me because do coaches address the fundamentals? Do coaches obsess over the fundamentals? See, people are worried about launch angles. People are worried about exit velocity. People are worried about bobap and bibop and bop and bibbity bibbity bop and all these other stupid analytics. Okay? How about the fundamentals? How about you obsess over the fundamentals as opposed to your babip and bibop and hibbity hip 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 hop? All right? Those metrics. Obsess over the fundamentals. Obsess over getting a guy over from first to second or from second to third by getting the ball to the right side of the field. Obsess over that. Be obsessed with ball. Be obsessed with hitting the cutoff man to save a run. Be obsessed. Steve-O just said, get off my lawn, old man. Yes, I am. But I'm not wrong. And when you see teams that are fundamentally sound, they do better. They don't shoot themselves in the foot. And very often they'll have far less games that they lost. I should say far less games that they gave away. And that's what matters at the end. When you're looking at records, when you're looking at standings, that's what matters in the end. Well, listen, we got to take a quick break. On the other side of the break, all right, we're going to continue with our top of the morning topics. Oh, yeah. We're going to continue with our top of the morning topics. So do me a favor. Don't go anywhere, folks. Keep it locked right here. Shawn and Maya in the morning on Sports Zone Chicago.
Hey, it's your boy, the SuperBack, Shawn Sierra, and be sure to follow Sports Zone Chicago on all social media platforms, on Facebook, Instagram, and our Roku channel. You can find us at Sports Zone Chicago, and on Twitter, we are at Sports Zone Shy. Also, be sure to download our mobile app so you can take Sports Zone Chicago with you on the go.
Time out. How are you feeling right now? Happy? Excited? Angry? Overwhelmed? One of the best things you can do for your mind health is to name what you're feeling. It can sharpen your awareness and help you talk about your feelings with someone you trust. Here are 3 questions to ask yourself. Where are your thoughts right now? In the past, the present, the future? Do you notice any sensations in your body? Is your heart beating fast? Is there a flutter in your stomach? Or are you fully relaxed? What do you need right now? Time with others? Time to yourself? Remember, there's power in this awareness. So find ways to identify what you're feeling today.
Hi, guys. Hey. Hi, Megan. Hey, Jessica. Megan, you're a tramp. Brian Fitch told me you guys made out. Everybody knows. He said your breath smells like garbage. And he almost puked. He says you're the most desperate girl he knows, besides your mom. How many boyfriends does she have anyway? Lots? Your makeup makes you look like a clown. That zit is huge, zit face. Ugly.
Hey, bud, what you doing?
I'm playing with cars.
Cars? Can you show me what a car does? Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold on a second. First of all, this is a school zone. So you need to put down your cell phone, stop texting, and let's get to driving. Now you're coming up to a stop sign, right? You need to slow down and stop before you hit that Y line. I want you to look left, right, left. You don't want to get hit by a car going on your left and to your right to make sure you don't get sideswiped by a guy coming from your right. You're coming, and you see a crosswalk. You better slow your horses down because the #1 rule of driving is always yield to pedestrians. Now stop, pull over, and you are done driving. Gosh, what do they teach you kids in school nowadays?
Good to see him back in the lineup. And the 1-0 hit in the air to deep left field. Back goes Reynolds to the wall. It's got a chance. Gone. 2-run home run. Christopher Morel. Cubs lead 2-0.
That's home run number 9 on the season for Morel. If the knee's a little sore and you don't want to run, then just go for a nice easy jog around the bases. It's a good game plan.
On the first inning, Connor Joe leads off the second. Connor Joe is out on strikes. First strikeout for Hendricks today. And the 2-2. Got him swinging. Back-to-back strikeouts for Kyle Hendricks. Ground ball left side, base hit left field. Rounding third, heading home. Here comes Suzuki. The throw to the plate, not in time. Cubs lead. Bellinger in a rundown. Being run towards second. Cody now hustling back toward first, and they're going to tag him out. But it is.
Welcome back to Shawn and Maya in the morning on Sports Zone Chicago. Those clips courtesy of the Marquee Network. Those were the Cubs yesterday with a big win, 5-4 in 10 innings over the Pirates. See, there was one of the base running gas that I was talking about. Yeah, Cody Bellinger, got caught in the rundown, and it's silly. All right, that was silly. Yeah, him, Madrigal as well had another one. Like, you got to stop that. Those are things, and it was probably just a bonehead mistake, but you can't have those. You can't have those. I don't know if I mentioned it. You can't have those. But I digress. Where were we? Oh, yes, top of the morning topics. Well, we'll stay with the Cubs. The Cubs travel to the ATL. All right, Ted Turnerville. They travel Atlanta for a 3-game set with the Braves. Shota Imanaga, he's on the bump for the Cubs today. He's 5-0 and a 1.08 ERA. He's going up against Ray Lopez, former White Sox pitcher. He's 2-1 with a 1.53 ERA. First pitch is at 6:20 Central Time. You can catch that game on the Marquee Network or listen to it on ship 6:70 a.m. Next top of the morning topic. Yeah, this one hurt. The White Sox, they fall to the Guardians 7-0. My goodness gracious. Great ball to fire. 7-0. Yeah, he's looking up at guys like up to God, like, what the heck? Help me. Give us a run. Give us a run, baby. Soroka, he was on a bump yesterday. He got the loss. He's 0-5. He went 5 1/3, 4 hits, 5 runs, 4 earned, a walk, and 4 punch-outs. Andrew Vaughn was 1 for 3 with a double, his 9th. Zach Remillard was 2 for 2. Gavin Sheets, Brian Ramos, and Corey each went 1 for 4. Yeah. Someone unplugged the electricity yesterday, so apparently there's no power in the dugouts for the White Sox. No batting power, that is. Well, staying with the White Sox, The White Sox welcome the Nats, the Washington Nationals, to the South Side. Oh, what are you doing? Wrong one. They welcome to the South Side tonight for a 3-game set. Trevor Williams, is on a bump for DC, and Chris Flex is on a bump for the good guys. He's 2-4 with a 4.29 ERA. First pitch is at 6:40. You can catch that game on NBC Sports Chicago, or listen to it on the flagship AM 1000. That's ESPN here in Chicago. No world. No one's asking you, dog. Oh man. As I said earlier, I will be at the game tonight. It's St. Rita night. And so as I said earlier, what the Sox do is pretty smart. You know, and I don't know if the Cubs do this. I really don't. But they'll have high school nights with the Catholic League. All right. I said St. Rita, Brother Rice, Mount Carmel, Marist, Mother McCauley, St. Lawrence, and they'll have nights so the alumni from there or family or friends or whatever you go. They get especially price tickets. There's a certain link and you get a ticket. And as I said, they used to give hats, but this year they're giving T-shirts. So it's going to be a pretty good time. In case you're wondering, you're damn right I'm bringing my flask. You know what? I'm going to go get my flask in the next commercial break. Just to show you. Because, I'm going into protest, but I love my high school. I love St. Rita. And so I did want to go there. And I know, as I said, I know a few people who are going. Other people I'm probably going to run into more people that that I didn't know were going. So yeah, it's going to be a good day. It's going to be a good day. Then that's following a good weekend, a good Mother's Day weekend. So I'm looking forward to the game tonight. Yeah, Trevor Williams, 1.96 ERA. That's not very good for us. It's not very good for the White Sox. Ni modo, huh? Ni modo. The next top of the morning topic, the Bears held a rookie minicamp this past weekend at Hallis Hall. And let me tell you, it was good. It was good. Romadunze had a bit of an issue. He had some hamstring tightness, so he only participated on Friday. Didn't participate Saturday or Sunday. And I'm fine. That's fine. His hamstring was tight. And, right away, it's obviously PTSD. Okay? They're thinking of the first round wide receiver we had. And, they're saying, oh, he's injured. Like, no, he's not injured. He just had a tight hamstring. It's more precautionary than anything. Okay. They started invoking memories of Kevin White. I'm like, come on, just stop. Just stop. Just stop. But it was good. Good to see the young men out there. A couple of takeaways from it. Caleb Williams looked good. Roma Dunze looked good on Friday. Booker looked bigger. All right. But and here's the thing. So we got to stop with the hyperbole. We got to stop with the exaggeration. We got to stop with the craziness. First of all, people are like, oh my God, Booker's bigger. There's a thing called the weight room. You don't think he's been lifting since the end of his season? Oh, he looks bigger. Is he going to be slower? Like, oh my gosh, give the dude a chance. Maybe he's doing plyometrics. Maybe he's doing a lot of explosive exercises. So he's not only is he bigger, but he's still just as explosive. Like, there's so many different things that it's chicken little. The sky is falling. Everything. And it's always negative. Always everything's negative. Like, stop. You know, Roma Dunze is not Kevin White. He had a tight hamstring. Let him sit out. Precautionary. No, he's gonna be injured. It was crazy, all the things that I saw on social media this weekend. Insane. The Kevin White, Austin Booker. He looks huge. Like, he's been lifting. What do you think you do in the offseason? Like, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense, the exaggerated excitement for the Bears. And I get it. There's a lot to be excited about. There is. But don't be one of those fans. Everything they do. Oh, the ball comes out of Caleb's hands effortlessly. He's a quarterback. He's a quarterback. The ball should come out of his hands effortlessly. If the ball didn't come out smoothly as a quarterback, there'd be an issue. He wouldn't have been the number 1 overall pick. The ball came out of Justin Fields' hand effortlessly. The ball came out of Mr. Trubisky's hands effortlessly. Relax. Relax. Oh, I also saw, this is the best quarterback wide receiver combo we've ever had in camp. I'm like, really? You forgot about Jay Cutler and Brandon Marshall? Forgot about that one, huh? Like, people just got to stop with the bullshit. With the hyperbole is just ridiculous. And it's annoying. And the funny part is, you get it from, and I guess the thing, one of the part that annoys me is you get it from the Caleb cult. You know, you get it from that crew. Oh my God. Like, even the guys at some of the other little podcast platforms. Oh my God, it just felt different. It looked different. They're in helmets. It's rookie minicamp. They're in helmets. And you can sit there and say I'm a hater, and it's fine. But me being pro Justin doesn't mean I'm anti Caleb. I want Caleb to do well because I want my Bears to do well. So stop with the exaggeration. Oh my God, you just looked, man, we looked like we had a stud. Come on, man. It said the same thing about Justin. Justin led his team to the national championship game with stud receivers. It's like, come on, man. It's like, even at that, I'm like, dude, it looks good, but relax. Just take it easy. It's not the best thing since sliced bread. It's not the second coming of Joe Montana or Tom Brady. Caleb has the potential to be good. Caleb has the potential to be great. Excuse me. Let's not give him a gold jacket after his rookie minicamp, though. Let's stop with the exaggerated adjective, the description. Oh, the ball came out of his hand so easily. What exactly does that mean? He looks like a franchise quarterback. What exactly does that mean? They are in helmets. He's going up against rookies. They are in helmets. What was so magical about throwing up a 5-yard out to a wide receiver in helmets that made you feel, oh, it's so different this year? Like, stop. I get it. You're excited about Caleb. You're excited about the potential. Cool. Say, hey, it went smoothly. But to talk about, oh my God, the ball explodes out of his hand. Explodes out of his hand. Like literally, like people will make shit up. They make so many different outlets just making shit up. Oh man, he just looked like he looked like what? They're in helmets. Not even in shells, they're just in helmets. I don't get it. I just don't get it. well, he's going to be this. It's just crazy. It's crazy. Let's see what we're talking about. Book of World, you watch your mouth. Yeah, Kevin White. Yeah, when they say it, when people started mentioning that, I'm like, dude, stop. Oh, Charles, what's up, Papa? Thanks for tuning in. It's been a minute. How you been, dog? Charles, the car guy, checking in, man. You know what? I'm hoping and praying that you get flooded with work with this nice weather coming in. So that's supposed to rain today, but the next couple of days, Charles, the car guy, washes his car, has his own car wash service. Man, wish you nothing but cars after cars after cars. James, I will, man. James, I will. Yes, Charles, exactly. They're playing catch. They're playing catch, and everyone's like, "Oh, this is the best quarterback they've ever seen. This is the best." I'm like, "You guys are ridiculous." Like Jay Cutler had his arm talent was crazy. I don't care if you like Jay Cutler or not. However you felt about him, his arm talent was crazy. King Book of World, that's next. Cornelius, yes. There, we know what it looks like. You know what it sounds like. And again, I'm not anti-Caleb. You have to understand this. All right, I don't want Caleb to fail. I don't. I want my Bears to do well. That means Caleb has to play well. So, ergo, I need and I want Caleb to play well. That's simple. So because I was pro Justin, doesn't mean that I want Caleb to fail, because I want my Bears to do well. So he has to play well. And then there's someone went after my guy Herb yesterday and said, remember how you went on a campaign that you wanted Justin, blah, 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 whatever. And I wrote back, I'm like, and I know Herb doesn't need me to fight his battles for him. He's a grown-ass man himself. But I just sat there and said, wait a minute. So you're telling me that we can't root for Caleb and the Bears now because we wanted Justice to stay. We can't do that. And I also find it kind of interesting that you are trying to tell a grown-ass man who the hell he can and cannot root for. I was like, who the hell are you? Tell me who I can and can't root for. Like, you're awful bold. Like, again, social media has gotten people too comfortable saying shit because they know they won't get punched in the mouth or slapped. Like, tell me what I can and can't do. Go ahead. Or talk. First of all, talk to me in a disrespectful way or in a condescending way. Like, come on, man. The audacity of some people. And it's bothersome. Listen. I never questioned Caleb's talent. You don't win the Heisman Trophy just by being average or mediocre. I never questioned it. I just said that I felt that Justin was better for the team. Ryan Poles felt different. Okay, we moved on. I still don't think it's the right move, but at this point, it's a moot point. Doesn't matter what I think. We're here now. And the next top of the morning topic that really bugged me, this is the report from Jordan Sigler of Shy City Sports, said that Justin was a difficult teammate. And I'm like, really? Really? Like, now you just, first of all, the guy doesn't play here anymore. So let him be. Let him go do his thing. So if you have an issue and people didn't like him, okay, cool. then you know what? Let him be an issue over there. And then also, let me tell you this. Well, first of all, the article from Shy City Sports was when Jordan Sigler. Okay? And he wrote, it was first reported. So he said, hold on. Here. I was looking at this. It said behind closed doors, Taylor players felt differently, according to Tyler Dunn of Go Long. Right? See, this is the type of shit where people just start making stuff up. Fields didn't build strong relationships with his teammates. Come on, man. When all we heard for all 3 years was how great of a teammate he was and how every single one. One source plugged. This is from the article. One source plugged into the Bears locker room says the widely held narrative that Fields was a strong leader is inflated. Said the quarterback is a surface level dude who didn't develop authentic relationships with his teammates. He called reports that teammates love Fields bullshit. That the quarterback carried himself with an undeserved aura and lacks emotional intelligence for someone who's been quarterback so long. I was like, come on, man. Now you're just character assassination. First of all, the guy's not even here anymore, which, okay, cool. You didn't want him here? No problem. That's okay. But now to attack a man's character and come on, dude. Oh, Russell, good morning, Baba. Good morning. I'm telling you, it's amazing when people, I'm like, man, it's not that serious, dude. Like Brandon Levingston from the left coast. What's up, Baba? What's up? Good to see you back. You know, and I'm let the guy go. He's not here. He's off there. And here's how you know it's bullshit. Here's how you know it's bullshit. Mike Tomlin got rid of 2 cancers. He got rid of Brown. He got rid of Chase Claypool, where they fleeced us. So do you think he's going to go and trade for, I don't care if it's a 6th-round trade, a 6th-round pick, to go trade for another cancer in the locker room? You think he's going to do that? You know, and it's unfortunate why people feel the need to attack a man's character. And I mean, he's not even here. He's not even a Bears quarterback anymore, but you still want to bring him up. You still want to talk about it. You still want to try and shit on him, and there's no need for it. He's gone. He's gone. End of story. He's gone. I don't know. I just thought it disrespectful, and people have been very disrespectful to him this whole time. All right? And it's frustrating. You know what? Let him be. Let him be. Let him go. Whatever issues he has, let him work out. Let him work out with Pittsburgh. Let them straighten him out. But to keep coming back and trying to shit on a guy and soil his reputation after he's gone, after you were cheering his ass when he was running away from everybody, when he's throwing touchdown passes. You're cheering this guy going crazy, and then now he's gone. Now you want to shit on him. Like that's bullshit. That is frustrating. That is just childish behavior. You write articles on it. Come on, man. It's crazy. I wish him well. I hope he does well. Except when he plays the Bears. Except them. And people keep bringing it up. And, you know, we have to move on at some point. Like I had to. This is it. I wanted. Do you know who my guy was? My guy was JF1. They saw different. They felt different. Okay, so now we have to move. Doesn't mean I'll stop rooting for him, stop liking him, and it damn sure doesn't mean that I'm going to hate or wish ill will on our new quarterback. It doesn't mean that. That's what people don't understand. Well, if you like Justin, it means you hate Caleb. You want Caleb dead. Like, no. Talk about crazy. No. You guys are psychos. You're psychos. You spoiled little brats because if it's not your way, then it has to be something else. Come on, man. It's just out of control. But listen, I did like what I saw. All right. There seems to be a chemistry there. Looks good. Now let's continue to build it. Once Roman gets back, from his hamstring issue, we should be fine. It was just tightness. And trust me, they're being super cautious. Because all you had to do was use an exercise. Use a massage gun on it, foam roll it out. He'd have been fine. But they're like, you know what? Let's not even mess with it. Let's not even mess with it. Which I'm fine. I'm okay. I'm more than okay with it. I'm fine. I'm cool with it. All right. I'm cool with it. Because I think him and Caleb have, they forged a friendship already. All right. They forged a friendship. And that's gonna be like Burrow in Chase. All right, Jamar Chase. All right. It's those things. Two young guys coming in, same class, same age, predominantly, for the most part. And that's not to diss DJ Moore or Keenan Allen, no. But like you envision Caleb Williams and Rome Odunze here for like 8 years, maybe 10 years. You know what I mean? And the fact that they have this bond since before the draft is cool. That's really cool. And I told you the thing I loved about Caleb was him going, to me, the biggest thing that the whole thing was he went to go and find Rome Odunze after the Bears drafted. Remember, you remember he's in the one of those sections of the closet, probably looking at the video from his mom or someone, whatever, and he's like, Rome Odunze, like that's a leader. That's going to go get your people. That's like, hey, I'm glad you're here. You don't think that Rome Odunze was ecstatic at that particular point? At the number 1 overall pick, a guy that we've had a friendship, came looking for me to hype me up. Saying he's happy that I'm his teammate. Come on. How many of us go places where we love to be, where they're happy we're there? We all do. Just it's cheers. Literally, it's cheers. You want to go where somebody knows your name. You want to go there. You want to go where you're familiar, where you got some juice, where people want you, people get excited about you. And the fact that Caleb did that for Rome, chased him down like, oh, say Rome Odunze, and the thing, you saw how hyped up he got. That's a leader. That's a leader pouring praise into a guy he's going to need. A guy who's going to have, hey. I loved it. I thought it was perfect to do that for him. And I'm excited. I'm excited for the season. Yeah, you're right. Funny that everything is saying Caleb, it seems that Marvin Harrison Jr. is doing. Yeah, Marvin Harrison Jr. is doing a little too much. Now, here's the issue. What if he comes on balls? What if he comes on balls? You're like, oh shit! Now we got another TO on our hands, and he's good. And he's good like TO. We just complain about it. We can't do much else. But yeah, I think he's doing too much, man. It's too much. I get it. You're the NIL generation, the first real NIL class coming out. You got some money. Your dad's a Hall of Famer. You got all this. But you know what? Put the work in. All right. Train like you're an undrafted free agent. Conduct yourself like you're an undrafted free agent. You know what I mean? Work your ass off. Realize, have everyone say, dude, why are you working so hard? You already made the team. Jerry Rice was one of my favorite receivers of all time. And they asked him, they're like, why? Like, he wanted to be first in reps. When he got to camp, he was first in reps. He wanted to be the front of the line. He wanted all the reps, and he wanted the most practice. So like, Jerry, why are you doing this? You know, this is after he made Pro Bowls. This is after he's won Super Bowls. And he says, you know what? He says, every year someone's coming for my job. He said, and I feel that he goes, and in my mind, I have to win a spot on this roster. This is Jerry Rice, probably the greatest wide receiver of all time, felt that in my mind, I have to win a spot on this roster every year. After MVPs, after Super Bowls, after touchdown records, yardage records, receptions records, he's like, I feel I have to earn. That's the type of mentality you need. And that's the type of mentality that's the furthest thing from Marvin Harrison Jr. You're extremely talented, young man. Extremely talented he is. And this could all be a moot point if he comes out and balls. And because then you're like, you really can't say nothing. 1,300 yards, 10 touchdowns. Really can't say shit to him about him. You know what I mean? And if so, what's the advice? The advice I say, and his dad should have been like, hey, put your head down and work. You don't need to draw attention to yourself, work. Your work will speak for itself. Your work will speak loudly enough for you. And that is why Jerry Rice is upper echelon. That is. And that's the sad part, is that, you know, it's funny. When people say, well, I model my game after this player. I model my game after that player. I model my game after this player. I model my game after that player. Okay? Cool. We all did. I modeled my game after Walter Payton and Roger Craig. There's a whole bunch of Tony Dorsett in there, Marcus Allen in there, but okay. Yeah, he didn't even speak at the combine. Right. You're right, Scocks. Why is it that you model certain things after your game, your livelihood, your personality? You take certain things from other people, but you don't take other things. For example, why didn't you take your dad's? Why didn't you model your game after your dad? All right, he did, and you can be a wild and crazy guy, but with the media, you can still be humble. You can still be respectful. And I'm not saying he's disrespectful. Your dad wasn't a diva. You ever heard anything about his dad except, he might lead the league in receptions. Oh, he might lead the league in touchdowns. Oh, he might lead the league in yards. Why isn't that something that's modeled after, that you want to model off of people? You follow me? Because there's certain things that people respect you more, they like you more when you're a good person. When like all this stuff you're doing is diva stuff. And it doesn't mean you're not a great player. It doesn't mean you won't be a great player. It doesn't mean you won't be a Hall of Famer. It just means you're being a freaking diva. And people don't like that. Which, unlike baseball, even basketball, try harder, effort still counts in the NFL. The proof is on the. Yeah. I just. And Steve could be right. I could be a get off my lawn kind of guy right now. And I think I might be, and that's okay. But what Caleb Williams is doing is what everybody wants. Caleb, what's the toughest part? I'm still trying to learn everybody's name. You talk about humbling yourself in the times today. In the times today, I think they said it perfectly, and I think it was. Someone said he's found a good mix of confidence and humility. Yeah. This is from 3, Finley, Leisure, and Potash. So I don't know who wrote it, but it said Williams has struck an ideal balance between confidence and humility. That's what you want. He knows he's talented. You don't got to tell him. Newsflash, Caleb's talented. Oh, shit, I didn't know that. You know, there's a lot of good things, and what's really funny is I hear my guy Randy, his head coach, the guy I played ball with. Like, I know how Randy coaches. And a lot of things you hear Caleb saying are things that my guy would say. And to me, that makes me proud. Like, man, my guy has influenced the #1 overall pick in the NFL draft. Like, in order to be a leader, I need to be a follower. Okay? You can feel his confidence. You can see it. When he talks, there's an aura about him, his confidence. Caleb, it is. And not once have I found him to be arrogant. Not once have I sensed a hint of arrogance from him. I haven't. He knows he's good. He's confident. But when you start talking about, I got to be a leader first to be a good leader, I got to be a good follower. I got to follow. He goes, that's why I keep both my ears open and my mouth shut. I'm listening. I'm watching. I'm doing this. I'm listening more than I'm talking. These are things you want to hear. And then you got Marvin Harrison Jr., who's doing some other just crazy stuff. Like, come on, man. Like, stop. Like, the thing about it, and I'm just going to keep it a buck. Like, first of all, you're ugly. Like, you're not a good-looking man, Marvin Harrison Jr. Like, you want endorsements and everything. You know, you're lucky you're Marvin Harrison Jr. Because I don't know, you might not be ready you're definitely not Fifth Avenue ready, I don't believe. It's like, be a nice guy. Be a really nice guy. And a lot more doors will open to you. For you. Because there's a chance that, do we want him? Do we want him? He's an arrogant prick, or he's this. Yeah, but he's not even that good looking. The model our product. And unfortunately, people talk like that in those spaces. We're making decisions like that. So I'm just saying, stop being a jagbag, Marvin Harrison Jr. All right, be cool, man. Be cool. Keep your head down. Shut your mouth. But keep your head down. Work hard. You know. Show your teammates why people talked about you as the only generational talent in this draft. People show people why people project you as a future Hall of Famer. Show them why, and don't stop showing them why. Every day, every practice, every rep. When you have that mentality of trying to be the best, you don't got to talk about it. You don't got to act like a jerk. I mean, I'm keeping it real. I'm keeping it a buck. King Booker World. Am I lying? Looks like a predator. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. Richard, quarterback has to believe in himself yet, still self-evaluate what he needs to improve and do all this under fire. Yeah. He's got to believe in himself, and I think and he does. You can tell. He does because of the things he does. He's quirky, and he don't give a damn. And it's easy. When you've made $10 million in NIL money before you even throw an NFL pass, yeah, you can. It's a lot easier to say, hey, you know what? I don't give a shit what you think. I don't care if you don't like my pink fingernails. I don't care if you like me posing in a dress. I don't care. And that's where he's at. That's where he's at. So I hope Marvin Harrison gets it turned around. I don't really want to hear any more about him acting a fool. I just want to hear people say, yeah, you know what? He's gracious in interviews. Man, this kid's working hard. He's out there before practice. He's out there after practice, running routes. That's what I want to hear. Not, oh, wow, this guy, diva, he didn't want to talk. He didn't want to do this. He didn't practice today. It was too hot in Arizona. So come on, man. The nonsense. The nonsense. King Booker Will, Shaba. Shaba. Oh my goodness. Anyway, let's take a break. On the other side of the break, we're talking a little baseball, and then we got a lot of football to talk the second half of the next hour. So don't go anywhere, folks. Keep it locked right here. Shawn and Maya in the morning on Sports Zone Chicago.
Hey, it's your boy, the Superback, Shawn Sierra, and be sure to follow Sports Zone Chicago on all social media platforms on Facebook, Instagram, and our Roku channel. You can find us at Sports Zone Chicago, and on Twitter, we are at Sports Zone Shy. Also, be sure to download our mobile app so you can take Sports Zone Chicago with you on the go.
Yeah, hello. I'm really not sure if this is what you all do, but I really don't have anywhere else to turn.
Hi. I don't even know why I'm calling right now. I'm sorry. My thoughts are going a mile a minute.
My kids are out of state. My buddies from the army are all gone now. I'm really alone.
I left the service last year. My mom just passed away a few months ago. I miss so much time with her. I keep getting calls about the bills, and I'm trying to get a job, but I feel so stuck.
Okay, ma'am. I'm glad you called.
Okay, sir. Let's stay on the line and walk through some things.
Thanks.
Okay.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
We are looking for a few heroes, mentors, trailblazers, innovators. A passion to change lives, spark curiosity, open hearts, and awaken minds. Help students answer the question, who am I? This could be your calling, but this is no job. It's the journey of a lifetime. Be a hero. Be a teacher.
Every day we take steps to keep the people we love safe, but some health risks are easy to miss. Ticks hiding in the yard can spread germs, like the ones that cause Lyme disease. Mice searching for food can spread bacteria that makes us sick. Mosquitoes lay eggs in standing water and can spread West Nile virus and more. Cockroaches are drawn to water in the home, leaving behind allergens that can trigger asthma attacks. Common pests can threaten our health. Learn how to protect your family at pestworld.org.
Mental health and learning disorders don't discriminate. 17 million children and adolescents in the United States live with disorders like anxiety, depression, ADHD, and dyslexia. Less than half get the help they need to thrive. Help the Child Mind Institute change these children's lives. Visit childmind.org.
Two outs. 2-2. Did he go? Yes, he did. Strike three. Scott Berry, the third base umpire, sends Ramirez back to his dugout.
With a home run.
3-2. Vaughn shoots one right side, slicing and down in front. He'll make the big turn and head to second. Will Brennan scoops it up. It's a one-out double for Andrew for Fry. 0-2. Shot to Ramos and caught head high.
Kid's showing a lot of great reactions over there at third base.
He just took away a hit. Fry hits it right on the nose, and Brian right there.
Chopped to third. Vaughn had to back up onto the outfield grass. Good feed to the pitcher, though. 2-0.
Welcome back to Shawn and Maya in the morning on Sports Zone Chicago. Those clips courtesy of NBC Sports Chicago. Dude, they're like 3 plays. You realize they showed that Brian Ramos catch the line drive like 3 different angles? The double. That was like, I think they had 5 or 6 hits, the White Sox. That was like, I think it was the only extra base hit they had. Actually, that's where I'll be sitting down that right field line tonight at the game. But the Sox were so bad yesterday. They showed a double a couple times. They showed the out a couple times, three different times. Brian Ramos. Oh my God, it's. I gotta laugh, man. I gotta laugh. I just love the. My White Sox are horrible, but hey, we're not the worst team in baseball. We're the second worst team in baseball. Damn it. We are out. But tonight's going to be good. You know what? Here's my thing with the White Sox. And this is what I was talking about earlier with the Cubs. Fundamentals. All right? Fundamentals. Now, granted, they don't have as much talent as a lot of other people. There's a lot of young people on this team. And Richard, you better watch your mouth. Don't blaspheme on here. Sox sucks. No, that doesn't rhyme. You'd be a hell of a rapper. Don't mess with me and my White Sox, dog. I can make fun of my White Sox. You can't. Sox does not rhyme with sucks. But they had a 4-game winning streak. And listen, let me tell you something. Cleveland better have pulled that out yesterday. That would have been embarrassing to get swept by the last place team in your division, the team with the second worst record in baseball. So Cleveland came out, man, and they gave it to us. However, there was a lot of good things the White Sox did over the weekend, and they did in that 4-game stretch. And it's fundamentals. It's fundamentals. I'm telling you, the coaching, the line is so true, so pertinent, so apropos. If you take care of the little things, there are no big things. Moving the runner over, taking advantage of mistakes by pitchers, hitting the cutoff man, not getting caught in rundowns foolishly. And the White Sox did that for 4 games. All right, yesterday, Cleveland was just on it. They were on it, doggone it. Cleveland has a better roster. Yeah, we got to laugh so we don't cry. But Cleveland had a better roster, but that's okay. But you know what this does? It gives us confidence. It gives the White Sox confidence. Like, hey, when we play well, we can beat anybody. We can beat anybody. And all you need is 2 out of 3. I don't need sweeps. I don't need a 10, 15, 20-game win streak. I don't need that. I need every series, 2 out of 3. That you start doubling up wins over losses, guess what? You start inching closer to the middle of that division, inching closer to the top of that division. Yes. So whatever they've been doing, good. Keep it up. I am more than how they played the last 4 games, 4 of the last 5 games. Let's just go to work. All right? There's a common theme here. Put your head down, shut up, and go to work. Marvin Harrison Jr., Caleb Williams, Rome Odunze. Caleb and Rome have understand that thing. Marvin Harrison really hasn't. And my White Sox really haven't. So come on now. FFG style, good morning, Papa. Yeah, but look, you can say that. You can say that, or you can say the Sox won 4 out of the last 5. You can say that. You know what I mean? But now what are they going to do tonight? What are they going to do tonight against DC, against the Nats? All right, now they got a what's this 1 point? Yeah, Trevor Williams for DC, for Washington. It's 4-0 with a 1.96 ERA. What you going to do now? All right, you're going to bunt, you're going to get on, you're going to move runners over, you're going to steal bases, you're going to hit the cutoff man, or you're going to get back to fundamentals. You're going to get back on the winning track. Because if you do, guess what? This ain't no punk ass team you're beating. This ain't no scrub team you're beating. Oh, okay. They're a game under 500. So it could be a scrub team. So that's even better. So now you know you got a good pitcher, but you're 19-20. Come on now. Yes, it's better than your record, White Sox. It's better than that record. However, that's pretty bad. Stick to the fundamentals. Have some fun. Stick to the fundamentals, and do what got you. You know what happens a lot of times, especially when you have a team that's not as talented as other people, is you forget like the disparity, the difference in talent level between superstars and stars is not very big, and the difference between stars and journeymen, it's not that big. It's not that much different. So this is why, and this is, I hope Pedro is really hammered it home to these guys. Look, we're not as talented as other teams, but we are professionals. You're here for a reason. So I need you to work on this. When I tell you to bunt, I need you to get that bunt down. When there's a base hit and a runner's around in second, I need you to hit that cutoff man. I can't have you get in stupid rundowns. I need you to communicate when a fly ball is in shallow right field. Second baseman, the right fielder has the call. If he calls you off, you're off. You get off. Even if you think you got it, even if the ball hits the ground, guess what? That's on him. But if he calls you off, you peel off and you back him up. Communication needs to be had. These are small things. And again, I don't need a 10, 20 game win streak. Just give me series. Just give me 2 out of 3. 2 out of 3. Go about your business, getting back to 500, and then go from there. All right? You didn't lose all the games in one day. You can't make up this deficit of games that you're behind in one day either. Just put your head down and go to work. Do the little things. Be a good, fundamentally sound baseball team and watch all the wins you get. You're going to win a hell of a lot more games than you should because you're fundamentally sound. This falls on you. This falls on you. You miss a cutoff, man. You're caught. You're out. Period. End of story. There's no time for us to be like, hey, next time. No, you're 12-29. You suck. So what's going to happen is you need to set the tone and say, if you're going to suck and you're going to keep doing dumb shit, guess what? You are not going to play. You keep making foolish, bonehead mistakes, unnecessary mental errors, you will not play. Have a seat. You're gone for the rest of the game. Matter of fact, you can go shower. You can go home if you want. That attitude has to be there. We talk about culture. That culture needs to be there. He talked a good game. What kind of backing does he have from the front office? I don't know. The Cubs, on the other hand, they got to get back to fundamentals too. Your starting rotation has done well this year. Your starting rotation has been a lot better than most fans or pundits or writers would have thought. And you're getting guys back from the injured list. Guys who were hurt before, they're coming back healthy. They're coming back healthy. Now's the time. Now's the time to start putting a streak together. Now the Cubs, I can see going on a 3, 4, 5 games in a row, lose 1. 3, 4, 5 games in a row, lose 2. 3, 4, 5 games in a row, lose 1. 3, 4. They have the talent. they're a lot more yoked than my White Sox. That's still got a lot of guys who are some youngsters who need to come out and step up into the roles that they're being put in. That happened last year for the Cubs. You know, you had a lot of young guys really taking a step forward and getting comfortable in the bigs, and it's tough, man. It's a difficult thing to be on the road. A baseball season is a marathon. 162 games, 81 home, 81 on the road. You're at home today, 3 games, and after tonight's game, you got to fly out to the East Coast or to Miami or to the West Coast or Southwest. It's a grind. You're living out of a suitcase a lot. But it shouldn't take away, and this is where being a professional is important. It shouldn't take away from your preparation. It shouldn't take away from, because you knew this is what you wanted, and this is what it entails. It's like I can see the Cubs. So you know what? You got just about all your guys back. You have most of them back. All right, Council. Here's why they got you. Here's why they're making you one of the highest, if not the highest paid manager in baseball. Here's why. See, what do you do? Do we need a fiery Lou Piniella, Ozzie Guillen type? No. We just need someone. We need someone who the players know that you can't mess with them. You can't give them a half-ass effort because I'll sit. Because you don't have to yell to tell someone they're out of the game. You don't have to yell. And your message will come across loud and clear and will reverberate through that clubhouse. Good question, FFG. Simple. The ownership sucks. You know, the ownership sucks. And here's the thing. For 162 games, yes, you get paid a lot of money, millions and millions of dollars. But you want to come to a team whose organization sucks. A team who doesn't seem to have a plan. See, guys love the money. They also love winning too. Okay? They also love winning too. Or at least a team that has the potential to compete. Sox don't have the potential to compete at all. They don't. Now, maybe next year, possibly, they can try and sniff out a wild card. I don't know. But think about that. 162 games. Doesn't matter what you're getting paid. And you're going to lose 100 of them. You're going to go almost 2/3 of the season. It's going to end in a loss. You know what that does to your psyche? Do you know how mentally and emotionally draining that can be? I mean, that's why people don't want to come here. That's why. That's why. Because you don't have a culture. You don't have a winning culture. You do have a culture, that's for sure. You don't have a winning culture. And that's the problem. We thought we had one. Rick Renteria and these young kids can. Tim Anderson with the Lewis Robert with the moonshot home runs, and Eloy and Yo-Yo with flashes of brilliance, and Lucas Giolito striking people out. Kopech, 100 miles an hour, nasty slider at 90-something. Thought you had. And then you go bring in Tony La Russa and screw it all up. Screw it all up. And now most of the people that I mentioned are no longer here. Tim Anderson, no longer here. Lucas Giolito, no longer here. Michael Kopech, he's still here, giving up, blowing leads, giving up runs late in games. Yo Moncada, still here, injured. Lewis Robert, still here, injured. This is a cluster mess of cluster messes. FFG, that's why people don't want to come here. Because there's no price you can put on peace of mind. I swear, I don't doubt, I should say, that people would actually take less money and go play somewhere else. For a contender, yeah, that's a given. All right, you'll gladly trade some money for a contender. Like, oh, okay, cool. But I think people will gladly trade some money for peace, for an organization that has a plan. This team has no plan, no direction, no nothing. FFG style, yeah, you're right. And unfortunately, he can't be fired because he owns both of them. Ain't that some shit? Ain't that some shit? Man. So we'll see. We'll see how it plays out. We'll see how it plays out. The Cubs down at ATL. The Sox hosting the Nats. The Washington Nationals here tonight. Like I said, I'll be at the game. Looking forward to it. Looking forward to seeing who I run into. Looking forward to my new White Sox St. Rita t-shirt. That'd be pretty dope. But you know what? Let me take a quick break. Yeah, let me take a quick 1-minute break. And then we'll be back. And you know what? We'll finish up. We'll finish up with a little food bowl. I want to talk a little bit about this Bears thing. All right. And we'll go on a little bit of a rant. Being a little annoyed this weekend. All right. Some jamokes. But don't go anywhere, folks. Keep it locked right here. Shawn and Maya in the morning on Sports Zone Chicago.
Yes, Wi-Fi. Hate this.
Center FedEx 463. Yeah, we just got a cargo fire indication. We'd like to declare an emergency. We're just getting ourselves down here as fast as we can. Stand by.
That's what you can do if you want to do it. Look, come down, Johnny. Jesus Christ didn't tell me what the king do. Never mind you.
Blitz pressure. Plenty of time for Williams, setting up shop, looking long, got his man. It's Washington. It's touchdown.
Zachariah Branch motions, and look at all that. Opens up a huge gap. Caleb Williams off to the races and finally run down Diane Sayuli to save a touchdown.
Welcome back to Shawn and Maya in the morning on Sports Zone Chicago. Those are clips of QB1. Those are clips of QB1 yesterday at the end of camp or during camp. Coach Eberflus said Caleb Williams is the starter. There's a news flash. Oh, I didn't realize that. That's a big surprise. And it's important. Look what this I shouldn't say this organization, but look what happened with other people. Mitch Trubisky wasn't supposed to start. All right. Mike Glennon gets the nod, and as Maya likes to call him, chicken neck. Doesn't do very well at all, and Mitch gets thrown in the fire. Misses all these reps with the first team throughout training camp. Okay. Same thing. Justin Fields. Justin Fields had Andy Dalton. Okay, has Andy Dalton. Not supposed to play. Starts game 5. So he's missed all these reps, all this timing, all this cohesion with his teammates. It just makes sense. All right. And unfortunately, he's going to struggle. Unfortunately, he's going to have his growing pains. But fortunately, they surrounded him with a phenomenal situation. Phenomenal. I don't know who has a better situation, him or J.J. McCarthy, for a rookie quarterback. Let me talk a little bit about what's really annoying me. Okay? I alluded to it earlier. And the thing that it just bothersome is the hyperbole, the exaggeration, the over-exaggeration of people and this rookie minicamp. It's all rookies. They're in helmets only. And the statements and the commentary, this is the best I've ever seen. Stop. He looks like a franchise quarterback. Stop. The ball comes out of his hand easily. Stop. He's a pro quarterback. He hit his receiver in stride. Yeah. During warm-ups, they were saying, oh, look at Caleb in the deep ball. Like, it's not a deep ball. They're jogging, and he's throwing the ball to him. 7, 8 steps, so 15 yards, 20 yards. That's not a deep ball. And outlets have said it. Other people have said it. Oh, he looks great on a deep ball. It's not a deep ball. They're warming up. They're playing catch. Oh, man, he looks good. They're warming up. He's playing catch. Over the shoulders. Loosen your shoulder, loosen your arm. Get ready for practice. We do it all the time before practice. I did it when I played. I would always get in the line with the receivers because I had probably the best hands ever, but that's another story. But we're putting this kid in Canton off of after rookie minicamp. We're putting this kid in the 4,000-yard club. We're putting him in the Pro Bowl after rookie minicamp. I understand your excitement. I'm not telling you. I told you I was a pro Justin guy, but I'm not going to tell you not to enjoy Caleb. No, but relax and take a step back and breathe. And breathe. These are the same guys, if he struggles, we'll be on him, calling him for the backup. Yeah. Well, you should have put Tyson Bagent in because Tyson Bagent has been longer. Come on, man. Come on. Sound like my friend Jen from CrossFit. Big shout out to Jen. Jen Christensen. Come on, Shawn. Sit there and it's all, I shouldn't say all. It seems like it's the pro Caleb people taking one last shot. It's just fine. It's just annoying. Again, I'm not anti-Caleb. I have to. Everyone says, "Oh, or tries to say." Again, I'm a grown-ass man. I'm a root for who I want, and you obviously can't tell me who I want to root for. The media, all this other. This is you can't. You shouldn't. I shouldn't say you can't because people are. You shouldn't get so hyped up over a rookie minicamp. You shouldn't. Be happy. be excited about the potential, but to come out and make these grandiose statements and exaggerations is pointless. You know, like I said earlier, what did I hear? The ball just comes out of his hand so easily. He's a fucking NFL quarterback. It should come out easy. Like, come on, man. Like, seriously. I mean, so many people think it's just bothersome. And then the whole thing where we're going back and talking about the previous quarterback. Let him be. All right, let it be. All right. I heard some people today talking about he's a bum, he's this, he's that, he did it to himself. And these are some jamokes that I had issues with on social media or try to come at me. And I didn't even respond. All right. Yes, the last quarterback, there's some things he needed to work on. No doubt. But also he didn't have the help. He didn't have the coaching. Okay. Stop saying, well, this guy's better. He's already better. He hasn't thrown a pass yet. He hasn't thrown a pass in the NFL. Okay. Stop beating up a guy who's no longer here. Let him go. Let him be. You didn't like him? Cool. You have every right to not like him. You have every right to like who you like. You like Caleb? Good. You think Justin sucked? Good. Let him go. Let it go. Stop bringing that up. Stop bringing it up. There's no need for it. Right? We all know the issues that he had to deal with. No reps as a rookie. Destroyed his first start in Cleveland. Defense torn down his second year. Oh, wide receivers like Demir Bird, Emir Smith-Marset, EQ St. Brown. These are people he had to throw to. No offensive line. And then last year, when people said, oh, well, he had everything last year. Well, no, guess what? Offensive line that was scheduled to start week 1 didn't play together until week 10, 9 or 10. And if you kept seeing all the times that he had to play shortstop, get the ball off the ground, or kick the ball, jump up and catch the ball over his head, the guy's 6'3". These are all issues. And I'm not saying, yep, I won't forget Byron Pringle. Won't forget Byron Pringle. Or N'Keal Harry. All right. Yes, there were things he needed to work on, but there was no coaching there to get it to him. The coaching was poor because there's a certain thing we talked about. Things that happen on the field are coached or they're allowed. They're coached or they're allowed. And if stuff keeps happening, then it's being allowed. So when people, and again, nor would I ever absolve him from his shortcomings. But coaching matters. So let's stop bringing him up. And let's stop saying, and everyone's like, well, Caleb looks better. Caleb's this. He's already better. He hasn't thrown an NFL pass yet. Some things look nice. Some things look good. You talked about, someone just mentioned the anticipation. Yep. Receiver said it all. DJ Moore said the ball's on him quicker than before. True. It could be. But let's not forget, DJ Moore also had 1,300 yards. He had a career best in touchdowns and in yards. So obviously it wasn't that bad. It's just different. They were not together in week 5. Nope. I think Tevin was hurt. It was Tevin and Nate Davis were the ones who had the issues. Yeah, they did. But again, let's not. I mean, we don't need. It's just frustrating when people bring things up that are incorrect and use them as their marketing points. All right. Nate Davis wasn't there for the first couple of games. Yeah, this is what I mean. This is what I mean. Nate Davis, do you remember Nate Davis wasn't there because of the fact that his mom was ill? His mom ended up passing away during the season. That's why he wasn't there. Do you not remember this? So don't say Braxton Jones didn't start the season. And then not just Braxton Jones, it was Braxton Jones, it was Nate Davis, it was Tevinjenkins, all three of them. So it didn't happen in week 5. It happened like 9 or 10. All right. Yes. Yes. I've never B. Yes. But here's the thing. Players don't have their shortcomings. When you're coached at a certain level, or when you're coached, coaching helps those shortcomings. And I wasn't a big fan of the offensive coordinator. I wasn't a big fan of how he used it. I just wasn't a big fan. It just wasn't. This wasn't. And yes, there's things he had to work on, and there's things that players don't develop themselves. And that's the issue. But again, he's gone. We have to move on. And I hope it's for the best. I love I've said before, the most important acquisition this offseason was Shane Waldron. All right. Definitely the most important. Now you have an experienced play caller. Now you have a guy who's worked with multiple quarterbacks. Okay. Who's benefit or who's developed them, because Geno Smith, man, he's a journeyman. Help work on some things with him. Got him a nice contract. They went out and they got Keenan Allen. They got a whole bunch of things. So this is a great situation for Caleb. Caleb should do well. Caleb should do well. I hope he does well. Because guess what? If Caleb does well, this team might be a 12-win team, 12-win season. If Caleb does well. There's a potential to be a 12-win season. Because that defense ain't going nowhere. The defense is only getting better. Gervon Dexter is about to take a big step forward, and we saw what he could do last year in the last 4 or 5 games of the year. The arrow on Gervon Dexter was pointing up big time. The trajectory looked good. Obviously, Montez Sweat, Billings. Now we need the other guy, the other end. You got DeMarcus Walker, which I like. You can use him on rundowns. He sets the edge pretty well. Not a problem. But they got their dude. They got a pass rusher in Booker. And I'm excited to see him. I'm excited to see that dip. I'm excited to see him blow by people. He got a little stronger. But listen, he could get a little stronger even from here on out. But you can say that about every rookie. Like, you realize, guys, these are guys who are 21, 22, going against guys 26, 27, who've been in an NFL offseason program for 3 or 4 seasons. So this defense, and Flus is calling the defense again. So I don't think there's any way that this defense regresses. Of course, there's a chance. I just don't feel. I think it's a long shot. Caleb was lucky that won't have to face the BS Justin had to endure, was not able to grow into a high-level QB based on the D, weapons, and great coaching at every level. Yeah, it's just timing. It's just timing, and it sucked. It sucked for Justin. It's just timing. And it's just timing. You know, timing is everything. You heard that statement. I mean, I've used the analogy before. If you remember when Jake Arrieta won the Cy Young, and the end of 2015, first half of 2016, he was unhittable. Okay, won the World Series in 2016, but guess what? He didn't come out of contract in 2016 because he was asking for $200 million. He came out of contract in 2017, the following season. Well, he only got $75 million. Just timing. Had he come out of contract after 2016, yeah, he's definitely getting over $100 million. I don't know about 200, maybe about 50, but he's getting up there. Yeah, he's got the golden ticket. You're right. You're right. You're right. Do we blame Flus? I don't know if you can blame Flus. You brought in, how can you blame Flus? Because you brought in an experienced play caller. See, this is the problem. Look with Mitch Trubisky. Matt Nagy, rookie play caller. Yes, he called 4 or 5 plays with the Chiefs. Okay. Justin Fields, rookie play caller in Matt Nagy and in Luke Getsy. Can't have that. Caleb is stepping into a great situation with Shane Waldron, who's an experienced play caller, who's going to maximize his skill set, who's going to help him out a lot in addition to the weapons. Yeah, he should cash in, and I think he understands it, and I think he's busting his ass to make sure he does cash in. There was yesterday he missed an out route with a tight end, and he ran it back. Like, oh, let's do it again. So he's probably thrown that out route a million times since started playing football. It was just off a little bit with the tight end. So he said, you know what, let's run it again. So him and the tight end, he ran it again just to get it perfect. That's what you want to see. That's what you want to see from a leader. Like, no. Let's get this rep down. So tons of positives. I don't really see any negatives for Caleb. All right. I really don't. Not at this point. All right. We don't know anything diva-ish, nothing like that yet. You know, maybe we'll see if they lose a game or two, see how he reacts. But until then, there's really nothing negative to say about Caleb. He's come in, he's put his head down, he's worked. All right. He's trying to remember all the teammates' names, and it sounds funny, like, oh, you want to do that, but it's important. All right. It shows leadership. That's a sign of leadership, to make sure you address everyone by name. You have the respect that you remember their name, that you go out of your way to remember their name. When there's a whole bunch of people in rookie camp, he wants to remember their names. And then when the veterans get back, a whole bunch of people he's got to remember. So he wants to work here with the rookies and then the veterans. That's a sign of a leader. That's the sign of a leader. And to this point, there's no complaints. No complaints. I mean, if I had to grade the draft, and I had before, it was an A. I gave it an A. Caleb and Odunze, perfect. Perfect. You know, now we have to just kind of just kind of watch Rome Odunze, just make sure his hammy's all right, which it will be. Like I said, I'm sure he could have gone if he had type. Just go with the massage gun. You can active stretch it, massage gun. There's so many, and he could have gone out there, but they said, you know what? No, let's not even practice. Let's not even try it. Let's not even risk it, because it's not worth it. It's rookie minicamp. He's on the team. He's going to make the team. It's not like he has to. Okay. So again, what I said. So Braxton Jones out. So again, my whole thing is the whole offensive line starting week 1 wasn't there. So if I had one of the guys miss Braxton Jones versus Nate Davis, then my apologies, I was wrong. But the main purpose, my whole thing was right, that they're still not there week 1. It's deep into the season that they finally get on the field together. That was the whole point. One guy versus another, okay. So if it was Nate Davis who was back and Braxton Jones, okay, then it was Nate Davis back and Braxton Jones was out. But again, I was wrong. But I was wrong about the guy. I was right about them not being together. That's the whole purpose. That's my whole thing. One of the things I really want to look for is I want to see okay. O-line wasn't the problem. Okay. So the snaps on the ground, the snaps overhead, the pressure up the middle, that wasn't the problem. No. Come on. One of the things I want to see is this run game get utilized big time. You know, people are talking about what their numbers are for Caleb. I don't want his numbers to be big this year. I don't want his numbers to be big at all. And if he does start to have some decent numbers, I hope they all come toward the end of the season. Now, look, he's going to have a game or two where everything clicks, it goes ham. Maybe the team is just crappy that they're playing, and they can do a lot of different things. And cool, good. But what I would love for them to do is run the ball. What I would love for them to do is maximize the short passing game. Get that thing tight. Get it extremely efficient. Because listen, they're going to come after Caleb. They're coming after him. So how do you deal with it? Quick passing game. How do you deal with it? Run the ball. Get it to the point where Caleb hits DJ Moore on a slant. DJ breaks the tackle, busts it for 20 or 30, or makes it a house call. Keenan Allen, same thing. Finds a spot in the zone, replaces the blitzer. Caleb hits him. First down, maybe 10, 20, 30 yards later, and it stops the blitz. But I want them to win with Caleb this year. I want them to win because of Caleb next year. Or maybe even the last 3 or 4 games because of Caleb. Maybe 5 games, depending on how fast he picks up the system. I want them to win with him until that point. Don't put the burden of this franchise on this young man's shoulders. Not now. And I think Shane Waldron might understand that. Which is why the DeAndre Swift acquisition was so good. You still have the Khalil Herberts and the Roshan Johnsons who are going to be extremely effective as well. 3-headed monster, and they're all good in their own. Run the ball. You got tight ends. A whole bunch of things. Don't ask him to do a lot. Let him get comfortable. Let them get comfortable with him. And there's going to be a game or two where things just happen. It flows. All right? DB falls down. He hits a guy in a slant. Touchdown. I do predict to have a 4-touchdown game this year. Somewhere. I say middle of the season to end, but it could be early. And I don't want people to get, oh, well, look at he's better than this. And everything's gonna go back to Justin, of course. No, he's only 5'9". He's not a bell cow. They're definitely gonna use a platoon, which I'm cool with. I am more than cool with it. Because they're different types of running backs. And that's what I want. Yeah. I think Swift gets the most carries, maybe 10 to 15 a game. But if you can get 10, and here's my thing. If you get him 10 to 15, say you give him 12. But Khalil Herbert has 12 or 10. Roshan Johnson has 10. That's 32. That's 32 rushes. And it's not to mention the time that Caleb's going to have to run for a first down and by himself. That's rushing the ball 32 times. You rush the ball 32 times with this team, yeah, we're sitting pretty. With that defense, with that punter in this defense, yeah, you're sitting pretty. Because what's going to happen, and here's why I say Caleb is going to have a 4-touchdown game. He might have a couple. Because this punter, they're going to pin people deep. Defense is 3 and out. Boom. You start at the 50 or you're starting to plus 49 or plus 45, whatever. You get in the red zone, you don't think they're going to throw that ball up? I think Shane Waldron is experienced enough to say, I got Keenan Allen, who's 6'5". I have Rome Odunze, who's 6'3". Yeah, I think I'm going to throw it up. I'm going to have a jump ball. Yeah, I think that might be the best course of action, which I was asking for with N'Keal Harry back in the day, 2 years ago. So I think a lot of short fields and a couple of receivers who have the ability to go up and get it, and mismatches. Because if you get Rome Odunze on the third cornerback, is he going to be 6'1"? Is he going to be 6 feet? And he's your third cornerback. It's your third best cornerback. What's the drop off between 1 to 3? And what if one of them's hurt? And it's your fourth cornerback. And now you have Rome Odunze going up against a fourth cornerback. So that's why I think that there's going to be a game or two that Caleb is able to get 3 to 4 touchdowns. Richard, yes. If the defense can give to Caleb what the defense gave to Trubisky, short fields, turnovers, crocodile punt. Coffinator, that's nice. Crocodile punts. Yeah. And I'm okay winning that way the majority of the season. But at some point it's going to click because you start hitting these short passing routes and you're dissecting them. They're going to have to do something about it. And that's when you can go deep. That's when you can take your shots. And I'm not saying they're not going to take shots at all. No, I'm not saying that at all. But those will be calculated. Or if you see matchups, you're like, oh snap. All right, Rome. If they're going man and Rome's in the slot, they're going to put this guy on him because this guy's hurt. They got the fourth or fifth cornerback out. Okay, all right, maybe we'll take some shots downfield this week. Maybe more than we normally would. So I'm looking forward to it, man. It's going to be fun. I'm looking forward to training camp. Looking forward to the season. Looking forward to Wednesday. Wednesday is the day that the NFL schedule is set to be released. Although they did release the opening day on Thursday night game. Kansas City Chiefs versus the Baltimore Ravens. A rematch of the AFC Championship game. That'd be dope. Listen, guys, great stuff. I appreciate you tuning in. 2 hours has come and gone. I want to thank you guys. Man, you made this thing lively, and I love it. I love the chat. I love the interaction. I love it. All right? I love it. All the comments, questions, smart-ass remarks. I told you, I love it. Cornelius, Richard, King Booker World, Junior. All right? Yadazachakwa, ES, excuse me. I'm not saying Caleb is not going to be good. I'm not saying Caleb is not going to be great. He has that potential. He's got a good situation. Got to take advantage of it. Remember, Caleb's talent was never the issue. Never did I question his talent. You don't win a Heisman by being mediocre. I said that. Caleb could be a dog. And for Bears Nation, I hope he is. But just know that he's had a better support system. And he took advantage of it. He's got a much better support system, but now he's got to do his part and take advantage of it. And if he does, hey, that's why I said the Bears could win 12 games this year. I think that's their ceiling. But I say 10. So I want to thank everybody at Sports Zone Chicago. All right, Elliot Baez, our executive producer, Clarence Council, my social media guy, my producer Steve-O, and my co-host in absentia Maya. And I'll be out at 3 o'clock today. Probably for a little bit. And I'm going to the Sox game tonight. I'm going to the Sox game, St. Rita night, and I'm looking forward to it. It should be pretty fun. I should be booking my flight so soon. I'll book it Wednesday or Thursday, and I'll let you know for sure. All right. So my guy who lives out there, he's already calling me. He texted me last week, like, when are you coming? Schedule out. I'm like, schedule's not out yet. When it is, I'll let you know. He's like, all right. I told him it should be coming out this week. He said, all right, let me know when your flight's booked. I said, okay. So more than likely it'll be by the end of the week. I'll book it. I'll let you know. All right. So I'll be on 3 o'clock today with Nomad, our daily Bears talk, and this show will re-air tonight at 6. All right. So guys, have a phenomenal day. Beautiful weather here in Chicago. It's 76 already. Whoo, Charlie. 76 degrees. Be the reason somebody smiles today. Give someone a call, a text, a voice note, a voice memo, just saying, hey, how you doing? Just checking in. Hope you had a good Mother's Day. Hope the kids are well, the family's well. Let's get together soon. All right. I told you, there's too much hate going on in the world. Let's make sure we start spreading some love. All right. Guys, I'm your boy, the Superback, Shawn Sierra. My sports owners, thank you so much for the love and support. I truly, truly appreciate it. So for everyone here at Sports Zone Chicago, I'm your boy, the Superback, Shawn Sierra. Folks, I am out.